nobody in here short to move that up. I hate that thing. Good morning. Good morning, welcome. We want to thank you for being here. Parents, we're excited to have you. I know things look a little different this year, but we're glad you could be here with us and celebrate the success of these kids in front of you. It's been a great year for them. They're a great group of kids. They have worked really hard. You will be impressed at all the honors and awards that they've received. But beyond the honors and awards that they've received here, athletically, they've received a ton of awards. Outside of our school district, they've received a lot of things too for their work in the community, for their hard work at different organizations. And so we're just really proud of what they've become over the last 4 years. I can't believe you're going to the high school. Do you believe it? No? Some of you, are you ready? Yes, I know a lot of you are a little nervous. I get it, and it's okay. It's okay to be a little nervous. It's okay to be a little scared when you don't know something. But I know you all well enough that you will rise above it, and you will do your best, and you will work hard, and you will be what the high school needs you to be. Good students, good people. Respectful, kind. Some of you are the kindest people I've ever met. You're very trustworthy. You're very honest. You know what to do when you're in a troubled time, who to go to, who to talk to, whether it's a good friend or someone in the office or a parent. You've got all those skills. You've gained them over the last 4 years. So I trust and I know that you will be very successful and that you can overcome anything that is thrown at you. Look what you've done in the last 2 years. It hasn't been easy, has it? No. Some of you remote learning, oh my Lord, it didn't happen. And some of you soared at it. You did fabulous. You got better grades than you've ever gotten in your lives. We learned a lot about you, and you learned a lot about yourself and what works for you. And so that's awesome. You have more skills now, and more opportunities have been given to you than you've ever seen before that you can use to move forward. I'm going to encourage you, before we start, that you absolutely get involved at the high school as much as you are involved here. If you are involved in athletics, extracurriculars, organizations, programs, prom committee, I don't care what it is, those things will lead you to be better leaders and better people and teach you great skills. If you just go to school and you leave school every day and you go home and you sit there and play video games, which I know some of you do, okay? Life doesn't go by, it's slow. But when you're involved in all kinds of things and you're involved with your peers and other kids at different age levels and teachers that maybe you don't have in classes, those are great experiences. You can put those things on a job resume, on a college application. When you go into the service, you can write those things on your applications. Those are things you want to have. So please, please, please get involved. Be active. Don't just walk in the doors, do your work, and walk back out. We need you to be students, but we also want you to be good citizens, and we want you to be part of the school community. For those of you here last night, fun, huh? Had a good time? Fireworks were fabulous. Everything was great. You know, that's community right there. You saw community. You saw how many people are excited for you to be in new buildings, and you will get to experience the new building. You will still be there when it's done, and that's exciting. But you're also seeing the support that everyone has here and the respect that they have for each other and the future, but also our past. So I just encourage you to continue on the path that you're on. Don't be scared to try new things, and don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone just a little bit to see what you might like, because you never know till you try. So thank you for a great year. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you, parents, for what you've given us, because these are great kids, and we know that comes from the home. And so we very much appreciate all your support and work that you've done with them over the last few years too. If you need something, you know where we are, right? We're here. We'll always be here. We're not going anywhere for a few years anyways. So we trust that you will use your resources. But we thank you, okay? Today we're just going to celebrate a little bit. We want to honor you for all the good things you've done over the last year, for the awards that you've received, for the hard work you've done as far as grades, attendance, all kinds of things, athletics, and we just want to honor you. So please enjoy, and I hope that you have a great summer and that you do some things other than play video games. get out of the house and enjoy your summer with your family, okay? All right, I'm going to turn the awards over now. Mrs. Satimio is going to do her math awards, but also Mr. Peterson's awards, because Mr. Peterson and the high school teachers are giving finals this morning, so they could not come down to do some of the awards. So our teachers will be handling those awards. Okay, thank you.
This year was a difficult year to narrow down. All of my hardworking students, they are so bright, but only 2 can receive the math award. Every person in here did a wonderful job. Many did better than they ever thought they would. I am so proud of all of you. I'm so proud of your perseverance this challenging year. It's been challenging not only for you, but so much for us too. Every one of you has had a great year with me, and I am so proud of your growth in your math knowledge. My goal every year is to not teach a lesson, it is to teach understanding. I hope that you feel like you understand why behind all of our math topics that we did, and at some point, at least once, enjoyed being in my math class. The 2 students who are receiving my math award this year are the 2 highest achievers. Both students are very hardworking, dedicated, and strove to be the best every day. My math awards go to Emily Wakosh and Paradise Cantwell.
Turn around, see them right there. Right here. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to tell you, when you get your awards, you need to stand right here so the people that are watching this live stream can see you also. So if there's grandparents or someone out there, they can see you get your awards, okay? So just turn around and smile, and then after that, you can have a seat. Thank you.
And Mr. Peterson's algebra awards go to Caitlin Markle and Zach Merrick. Next up is Mrs. Gardner.
First, I'd like to present the foreign language awards from the high school teachers. So the top German students this year are Brooke Bauer and Caitlin Merkel. And then I'd also like to present the top Spanish student awards. These go to Adelina Carroll and Xander Tidrick. And then for my class this year, I have 3 students who excelled academically every 9 weeks in language arts, keeping their average either at or near 100% for the entire year, which is a great feat. So the awards for most outstanding in 8th grade language arts go to Ashley Binsley, Lyric Fanti, and Felicity Klein. Nice job. And then Mrs. Hawkins is up next.
I'm short. Good morning. My name is Mrs. Hawkins, and I teach a section of 8th grade ELA, but I had most of you as 7th graders. And while we were remote last year, I had you complete an assignment on your favorite Shel Silverstein poem. In this assignment, you had to create a Flipgrid video telling me what you liked about your favorite poem. And a lot of you chose the poem Noise Day. Not to be too long, but here are a few lines from the beginning of that poem. Let's have one day for girls and boyses, when you can make the grandest noises. Screech, scream, holler and yell, buzz a buzzer, clang a bell, sneeze, hiccup, whistle, shout, laugh until your lungs wear out. In your explanations, you said you liked this poem because you felt you needed a noise day. In a time when no one knew what was happening, when we were shut in, when you couldn't see your friends, family, or teachers, you felt you needed something to cheer about. I am so proud of you for coming into your 8th grade year not knowing how things would be and rolling with the punches anyway. You are now ready to walk across the parking lot and start the next chapter. So, today is your noise day. Celebrate, be proud, clap, and cheer. You deserve it. Good job. In ELA, you have read, you have written, you have dug deeper, you have analyzed, you have discussed, and you have hopefully connected with a character who will stay with you for the rest of your lives. I will be giving 3 awards today. These 3 students maintained a near perfect A average for all 4 9 weeks, went above and beyond in their writing, and were able to show tremendous growth from their 7th grade year. Today's recipients are Adelina Carroll, Kaylee Norris, and Caitlin Markle. Mrs. Scurry will now give the science awards.
Well, I know. As an outstanding student in science, I look for many qualities, grades just being one of them. The girls I chose this year maintained top grades, but also showed a superior work ethic, always turned in quality work, and showed an investigative mind in class through questions and group work. This year's top science students are Allison Ernst and Lauren Secoy. Next up is Mrs. Unklesby.
Every year, we pore over their grades and average and decide who's got the best grade overall, and then we talk about what a top student really is. And it's not necessarily the student with the highest grade point average, it's the student who participates, it's the student who understands the material, and it's the student who always gives their best effort. This year, I'm lucky enough to have 2 students who had top grades all year and showed those qualities as well. So my social studies awards go to Lauren Secoy and Ashley Bensley. Next up is Mrs. Cornell.
Okay, I have 2 awards today for 8th grade Gateway to Technology, and these are 2 students who literally just never gave up with any problem that they were posed with in my class. Didn't always turn out quite the way that they would have liked it to turn out, but needless to say, they never ever gave up. And those 2 students are Allie Ernst and Connor Horton. I also have the pleasure of being the student council advisor here at the middle school, and I would like to recognize the 8th grade students who were members of student council. It was kind of a challenging year for them because normally student council is putting together dances and lots of fun activities, but they did do their best to try to keep morale high in the building. They went around at times giving out candy for students who were wearing their mask, practicing social distancing, all those kinds of things. They helped out with the food drive at Christmas time, and each year we do a community service project for the building, and you are looking at this year's community service project. The student council saw a need. The podium that we had looked pretty bad, and so we were able to work with Mr. Dunlap and his classes at the high school. We provided the funding, they provided the manpower, and built this beautiful podium that will be a lasting reminder of this student council. And there's a little plaque down at the bottom there to attest to that. So very proud of these kids for their perseverance this year. So the 8th grade members of student council are Aubrey Barr, Brooke Bauer, Allie Ernst, Leah Hamilton, Maggie Hamilton, and Emma Howard. And also, if you had the opportunity to attend the groundbreaking service last night, you saw these young ladies represent Tusky Valley Middle School at the groundbreaking last night, and they did an excellent job. Now we have Mrs. Shaw with the Technology Awards.
So as so many of the teachers have said, you guys have been an outstanding class to work with. And what I love is that I've had the opportunity to see you grow since 4th grade. And now I came up to the middle school and have been able to work with you the past couple years. So it has been my pleasure really to see you mature from intermediate to 4th grade, and now you're going on to the high school. So congratulations. But I have 2 students that I really want to recognize, and I'll call them up, and then I do have something to say about both of them. The 2 top technology students for Intro to HTML and Computer Science Discoveries would be Connor Horton and Aiden Bauer. So come on up. All right, so just a little bit about these guys. So it's really been my pleasure to work with Connor over the past 4 years. It's been incredible to see him grow from an inquisitive 4th grader to an excellent computer programmer. He manages his emotions maturely, he responds to feedback appropriately, and he's always thoughtful, insightful, and really has a true talent with computer programming. So way to go, Connor. And then also Aiden, he takes ownership for his own learning, he listens attentively, he makes a solid effort to really avoid distractions that could interrupt the learning process. He's confident, he's positive, he's a great role model in our tech lab, and he's frequently among the first to help and mentor other classmates, and is an awesome, valuable part of our lab. So congratulations, Aiden and Connor. Great job, guys. All right, next up is Mrs. Van Oster with the Art Awards.
Human beings, like water, instinctively look for the easiest path. But this was not the case for my top 2 art students. Instead, they were motivated by their own creativity and a desire to push beyond expectations. Both of these young artists brought more than just their creativity to class. They also brought a great attitude and a teachable spirit. And I am so excited to see what their future holds for them. My 2 top art students are Samantha Bosler and Lyric Fanti. Good job. Next up, Mrs. Sands will give the choir awards.
Choir this year started out with quite the challenge. Singing with mask on we can all agree is not fun. And the possibility of being in a class that's performance-based without the possibility of a performance makes it also challenging. But these students came in every day willing and ready to sing, even though they may never get to showcase their talents. Fortunately, this spring, we were able to do a live and in-person performance, and I can say that I was truly proud of all your hard work, your dedication, and the performance that you gave. It was wonderful. You've been an excellent class to work with. Despite all of the challenges, you have risen to each one of those. Even on days when I knew that the only thing that you needed to do was complain, because this was hard. And so we had our vent days where we shared our disappointments with this last year and overcame all of those obstacles. The two top choir award recipients brought a positive attitude, encouraging voice to the classroom every day. In fact, one of these students always cheered for the class, encouraging them both vocally and with the words that she had to say. I am proud to announce that this year's choir award winners are Giovanni Passio and Victoria Bradford. Next is Mr. Tripp with the Band Awards.
To kind of echo what Mrs. Sam said, it's been a very strange time for performing arts. It's weird to go from playing in a concert in this gym with these bleachers full and those bleachers full and 12 rows of chairs to playing for a video camera on a tripod. These guys did a really great job this year of adapting and overcoming those challenges. I'm really proud of the work they put in. We had two students who really stood out this year, and they were Ernst and Aaron Murphy. We also give out an award every year to the top middle school band student. And as a band director, it's kind of a unique perspective because you get these kids every day for 4 years. Sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes that's a bad thing. Luckily, it's more often a good thing. With Allie, it was interesting to watch, the younger sister of two high school drummers kind of come in as the little sister. 7th grade took over as a band aide, where she helped out with the high school band, and somehow ended up being in charge of the 8th graders who were also helping with the high school band. And every day comes into class just ready to go, and not only with their own things, but helping to get things ready for the percussion section, or staying late to put things away, just asking questions and always being prepared. So this year's Director's Award for Band goes to Allie Ernst.
Okay, I'm going to be announcing today the Health and PE Awards. I'm going to start off with the Health Awards. I'm going to announce the top male and female. Not only did they have the highest grade, they came in each and every day with a great attitude. They were fun to interact with. Some of them might help me out with different activities. Others I love joking around with at their lunch table. Just two good individuals I'm excited to see what they do at the high school. And that is Leah Hamilton and Tatum Stallman. Okay, you can go. And next is for the PE award. It's a little challenging with 8th grade. We have smaller classes due to some of the kids being over at the high school taking advanced classes. But these two individuals definitely made our small classroom enjoyable. We had a lot of fun, and it was kind of interesting because I got to know the 8th graders a lot better with it being such a small class, and got to interact with them more. Both of these two are athletes. They're going to be successful at the high school because not only are they hardworking, but they definitely have great personality, and they're going to be great teammates because how they interact with their classmates. And I think that's what's the most important fact, is that they're going to be great teammates and role models for the rest of the students. And that is Shane Twist and Ashley Bensley. And next up is Mrs. Knowles with perfect attendance.
We had a lot of kids with perfect attendance this year, which was awesome. Thank you, parents, for getting them out of bed. I know it's not easy. I raised 2 teenage girls at one time in my life too, and I know they don't like to get up. But I thank you for helping and supporting us getting your kids to school. So this year's 8th graders with perfect attendance, if you'd come up and just start a line, Mr. Dickerhoof will give you your certificate. Samantha Bosler, Aiden Bauer, Gabrielle Burgess, Adelina Carroll, Allison Ernst, Bryn Godel, Charlie Huntsman, and Lauren Secoy. Now, just so you know, in case anyone asks, if they were quarantined by us, it did not count against their attendance because they were doing school at home. So some of these kids were actually quarantined. Also during remote learning, kids had to be on every day during their assignments, so they were counted absent. These kids were on every day during remote, and if they were quarantined, they were on during that too. So we're very, very proud of you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is 8th grade honor roll. These are students that had a 3.5 or above for the first 9 weeks. We have quite a list, so if you start over here and just work your way across, Mr. Dickerhoof will give you a certificate. Great job, everybody. Jayla Barnett, Brooke Bauer, Ashley Bensley. Just go the end, probably the end of the table right there, be good. Madeline Blackwell, Leah Berkwin, Aiden Bauer, no Leah, Victoria Bradford, Gabrielle Burgess, Paradise Cantwell, Lyric Fanti, James Fitzgerald, Lauren Fulton, Bryn Godel, Leah Hamilton, Maggie Hamilton, Charlie Huntsman, Olivia Hersey, Felicity Klein, Carly Marzelli, Aaron Murphy, Kaylee Norris, Giovanni Passio, Lauren Secoy, Alexander Tidrick, Shane Twist, Emily Wakosh, Tyler Wiseman, Emma Zog. As you can see, when I said they're hardworking students and very dedicated to their academics, you can see that by the amount of students that had a 3.5 or above for the year. Congratulations to all of you. The next students that we'll call up will be our select honor roll. These are students that had a 4.0 for the entire school year. What a hardworking, dedicated group, and we're very, very proud of you. We need Aubrey Barr, Adelina Carroll, Allison Ernst, Emma Howard, Caitlin Markle, Zachary Merrick, and Chloe Ritterbetz. These students had perfect 4.0s. Congratulations, great job. Let's give them a nice round of applause. Next is Mrs. Burrow with our spelling bee.
Our 8th grade spelling bee participants was Peyton Brothers, Adelina Carroll, Victoria Bradford, Maggie Hamilton, Leah Hamilton, Michaela Van Sickle, and Jaden Copen. And out of this year's spelling bee of our 8th grade, we had 2 8th graders this year that made it to the final rounds. We actually had 3 that made it to the final rounds, and 2 of them became our champion and our runner-up. So our champion for this year is Adelina Carroll, and runner-up is Leah Hamilton. Thank you.
Could I have Addie Carroll and Brooke Bauer come up, please? So I'll give you these, but hang on. You stand over here. All right, so both of these girls competed in Power of the Pen this year, which, if you are unfamiliar, Power of the Pen is a creative writing competition for 7th and 8th graders. And we usually enter an 8th grade team. This year it looked much different because we had lots of conflicts, plus for the first time ever it was virtual writing instead of us attending in person. Both of these girls attended and qualified for 3 tournaments throughout the season. First, districts, and at districts they both qualified in the top 20% of students that attended to qualify onto regionals. At regionals they also competed again and again, qualified on to the state tournament by being in the top 20% of students from that region. And then the state tournament was held virtually on May 15th, where they again wrote 3 more rounds again in competition with other 8th graders across the state. So congratulations, girls, for a great year this year. And then we have a couple awards we'd like to give from the 8th grade staff. So the first is the Archie Griffin Award. So as part of an ongoing program to promote sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity, the Ohio High School Athletic Association continues the program to recognize students who display exemplary sportsmanship. This award is named for Archie Griffin. Mr. Griffin is an Ohio native, the only 2-time recipient of the Heisman Trophy for football, and as a professional athlete, he always displayed exemplary sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity. This award is presented to 1 male and 1 female who display these qualities in 8th grade. So this year, the 2021 Archie Griffin Awards are presented to Leah Berquin and Shane Twist. Then we'd also like to present an award called the Award of Excellence. It is from the OHSAA also. The criteria for this award is a student who has displayed good citizenship, good moral character, and good sporting behavior throughout the school year. The 2021 recipient of the OHSAA National Award of Excellence is Allie Ernst. Congratulations. Mr. Murphy is going to present next.
Good morning, everyone. Y'all look good. and congratulations. All of you are very deserving of the recognition that you're receiving this morning. And parents, I know Mrs. Knowles has mentioned this already, but on behalf of our entire district family, thank you. Thank you sincerely. To our grandparents, those parents, grandparents, family members, and loved ones that are perhaps watching online, thank you. We could not do what we do here at Tusky Valley without the strong partnership and support of our parents and families in our community. I'm honored I've been asked to share this award, and I'm very thankful and excited to honor this particular individual with what's called the Ray Kroc Youth Achievement Award. Ray Kroc is the founder of McDonald's, the McDonald's Corporation. And the Ray Kroc Youth Achievement Award is specifically designed to honor middle school and senior level high school students who demonstrate the characteristics exemplified by Mr. Kroc, again, the founder of McDonald's. Mr. Kroc was known for his persistence, determination, hard work, and excellence. And the 8th grade team and the staff here at our middle school has proudly selected Miss Ashley Binsley. Ashley, would you please come up? Ashley, hang on just a second. Ashley is one of those folks that it's been the privilege of being the superintendent is to be able to watch all of you grow and develop. It's like what Mrs. Shaw mentioned earlier, to see you from, kindergarten or at the primary level and move all the way through, and to see you grow and develop physically, emotionally, mentally, academically is so rewarding. And Ashley, you are a great representative of your class. Ashley displays all-around excellence in academics, athletics, and community involvement. She always strives to do the right thing because it is the right thing. Her character is outstanding, and she is a strong, positive role model for her peers. And additionally, the 8th grade team selected Ashley because she is a hard worker. And she does the right thing because it's the right thing to do. She is academically oriented and cares deeply about her grades. Even when she is involved in athletics, she puts her schoolwork first. She excelled during remote learning as well. So on behalf of the 8th grade team, on behalf of our middle school staff here, Ashley, and also from me, I am very, very impressed with you, and I'm proud of you, and thank you for being a great role model for your peers and for our student body. You exemplify what we do here at Tusky Valley and why we do what we do. You exemplify excellence, and I just want to encourage you to keep up the great work. I want to encourage all of you to keep up the great work. Can we give Ashley Binsley another round of applause? Thank you.
The final award that we'll be giving today are called the Presidential Awards. I'm going to read a letter from the Secretary of Education of what this award stands for. Congratulations on your achievement as a 2021 Presidential Education Awards recipient. Since 1983, this program has congratulated millions of elementary, middle, high school graduates for their educational achievement. It is our honor to recognize and highlight your hard work and determination. The President and I are pleased to join your family, friends, and community in celebrating you on receiving the President's Education Award. You bring such a bright light to the world you serve as a great example to your peers and students across the country. You should be proud of your accomplishment in receiving such an outstanding award. Continue to show great consistency in your academic studies by reaching even higher marks throughout your educational career. All the best for a bright future filled with greatness. Miguel Cardera, ED, he's the Secretary of Education. So this award goes to our 8th graders who have achieved high grade point averages, who have achieved on state and MAP testing scores, and have shown an achievement that is beyond those of most of their peers. And so to achieve this award is a great honor. We have quite a list from this group. I'm not surprised. So I'm going to ask to get your receive your certificate from Mr. Dicker. Can we start a line across the front? Probably need to start pretty far down. The first name, the first recipient is Aubrey Barr. Brooke Bauer. Madeline Blackwell. Peyton Brothers. Paradise Cantwell. Adelina Carroll. Allison Ernst. Lyric Fanti. Connor Green. Emma Howard. Felicity Klein. Caitlin Markle. Carly Marzilli. Isabella McMurray. Zachary Merrick. Olivia Miller. Aaron Murphy. Kaylee Norris. Giovanni Passio. Allison Perry. Chloe Ritter-Betts. Lauren Secoy. Alexander Tidrick. Evan Wigfield. And Emma Zog. What an impressive group. We are very, very proud of you and all your hard work. Please continue, as it said in the letter, to work on high achievement. Congratulations. Let's give them a nice round of applause. Okay, you may be seated. Do you want to say anything else? Okay. This concludes our awards assembly for today. First of all, one more thank you to parents and family and to all of you students for a great school year and for your support in this difficult times. We know things have not been easy sometimes. You can't get in the buildings, you can't get to your kids as easy, but we appreciate your willingness to work with us. We thank you for all your dedication and your hard work at Tuskegee Valley. Continue to soar. One last thing, if you are taking your child with you, that is fine. If your parent is not here or guardian, you need to stay. Where are they reporting?